If you feel stuck playing the same old pentatonic shapes and your solos always end up sounding repetitive and boring because you're trapped inside the same geometry patterns, now in today's video I'm going to show you 3 exercises that will help you break out of this mindset, unlock a new level on guitar, and start creating some jazz rock fusion lines that sounds much more like this. Hi and welcome, I'm Alessandro from Italy and this is Big Brain Guitar Channel. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you feel trapped into the same old 5 pentatonic shapes. Your solos start sounding repetitive. They all have that familiar bluesy pentatonic flavor, and no matter what you try, it feels difficult to move towards a more modern fusion rock sound. Now, in this video I'm going to show you 3 exercises that will help you break out of this mindset. These aren't theoretical concepts or complicated theory music lessons. They are exercises that I personally used for years, and they're the same exercises that my students practice every day with great results. Now, before we get started, be sure to go to the link in the description or in the pinned comment and get free access to the PDF and to the free backing tracks that are attached to this lesson. They'll give you everything you need to practice these exercises correctly and get the most out of this lesson. So please be sure to download all the material. Now, with that said, let's get started. Let's start with the first exercise. I called it horizontal playing. One of the biggest problems I see in most of the guitar players is that they only play the pentatonic using the same shapes, the same 5 boxes of the pentatonic. The reason this is a big limitation is that we think that creativity comes mainly from our imagination. But that's not really true. Creativity is also determined by the option you have available on the instrument. If you only have one way to visualize the pentatonic scale, you'll naturally keep playing the same shapes over and over again. Alright, the more way you know to move around over and over the fretboard, and the more creative your phrasing will become. So the first step is to completely break away from the traditional pentatonic boxes and start doing what Mick Goodricks called Unitar, playing on just one string. You'll notice an immediate change. Your lines become more melodic, more linear, and much less dependent on traditional and familiar fingering patterns. There's another advantage to this approach. Since you're no longer relying on flashy fingering patterns, it also helps you if you're a very technical guitar player who sometimes feel like you're using technique even when the music don't require it, don't need it. Now, this exercise forces you to focus on melody first. So let me show you how to practice. Now take the A minor pentatonic scale. Of course, the first requirement is that you actually know the notes and you actually know, of course, the 5 shapes. So let's repeat them. This is the first one, the first pentatonic. Please don't care about the Italian name of these shapes because this is a program that I use mainly in Italian, but a more international version is on the way. Now, this is the first one. Second one. The third one. The fourth. And the fifth. Okay, now start on the high E string, maybe from the note A, and play the entire scale on the single string. In this case, I can start also from the G, okay, the G note, but I suggest you to start from the A note on the 5th fret and to play all the scale until the A note up an octave, okay, and then you can expand on the left side and on the right side of the fretboard. Now let's start. A, C, D, E, G, A, and back chords. A, G, E, D, C, A, and then you can expand G, A, and so on. Okay, and then continue through the octave and through the whole fretboard. Now, once you've done that, repeat exactly the same process on every string. Now on the B string. On the G, on the G string. On the D string. On the A string. Sorry. And on the E string, lowest string. Now, after you practice all the 6 string, stop thinking about only the exercises and let's start improvises as soon as you can. You'll probably notice the difference almost immediately. So this is an example of improvisation by using only the Unitar technique, improvising on an A minor backing track. Now again, please be sure to go to the link in the description and to download the full PDF with all the shapes of the A minor pentatonic with the 5 box, of course, but also with the Unitar's technique and the free backing track, so you can follow around with these exercises and get the most of this lesson. Now, here's the example. Here's with the E string. B string. G string. D string. Very Andy Timmons style, okay? He does a lot of these things. Now, as you can see and as you can hear, it sounds very, very interesting and much more modern, of course. Now, the next step is to add some chromatic notes. And no, I'm not talking the classic blue note that everybody already knows. Instead, try to add some chromatic approach notes that aren't used as often. One of my favorite is the major 7. The important thing is to treat it as a passing tone, right? So don't stop on it or don't make it a resting tone. Now let me show you how it sounds like. Okay, that's the shape. As you can see, there is the G sharp, the passing tone. In this case, I have 2 G sharp. Okay, these are the same notes. You can choose by yourself which one you prefer. In my case, I prefer using this one, just for fingering reason. Okay, because I have to do a sort of slide back and then play the G note. Okay, in this case, I prefer to use the slide to go down and not the slide to go up. alright? But it's a personal thing. On the other side, you can use this G sharp to go up and this G sharp to go down. Okay. Of course, you can have all the shapes of the pentatonic. In this case, you can repeat the same concept of fingering, alright? Then go on the third shape. And then the last one. Okay, now just passing through that note, the line immediately starts to sound more jazzy, okay? Now let me play a few improvised examples using this concept on the same backing track, of course. Okay? Of course, at the end of the day, the goal is always to use this concept in improvisation, alright? Now again, please don't forget to go to the link in the description and to download the full PDF with all the shapes, also with the shapes with the chromatic approach note and the free backing track that you can use to practice this exercise correctly. Of course, all the fretboard diagrams that I'm showing you in this lesson are included in this PDF, so you can practice exactly the same exercises and the same geometry that I'm explaining to you. Now, there's one last concept that I want to show you in this lesson. I like to call it hybrid pentatonic fingerings. Now, most players automatically assume that pentatonic scale have to be played only with 2 notes per string. But of course, that's just one possibility. And that's because there are a lot of alternative fingerings that works extremely well. For example, you can use a 2+3 notes per string layout, as you can see. Or if you prefer, you can reverse and use the 3+2. Both versions are included, of course, in the free PDF. Now, be sure to download it. Personally, I tend to use the 2+3 approach more often. Now, not every fingering feels equally comfortable, of course. And honestly, I don't use every possible shape, alright? But that's not the point. The point is that these fingerings force you and force your hand to move differently, alright? And as soon as your movement change, your phrasing change too. Now this is how it sounds. The fingering that I like to use is 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, and then it repeats as the same geometry but up an octave. Okay, so try this your own practice and compare the results with the standard Bach approach. Now think about combining everything we're covered, playing horizontally on one string, using the approach notes, the chromatic approach notes, and then using also this shape. At that point, your phrasing naturally becomes more varied and much less repetitive, of course. Now, let's see all the shapes. Of course, in this case, I don't use these shapes too much because I don't found it very comfortable, but it's of course a solution. And so on, okay? Okay, now let me show you a few improvised lines using this concept. And so on. Now, as you can hear, the sound is already much modern and of course much fresher than just using the traditional pentatonic shapes, alright? So very often the problem isn't just the pentatonic scale, it's how you use it. Now, just a reminder, if you want to practice everything you've seen in this lesson, be sure to download the free PDF with all the geometries and all the fretboard diagrams and the free backing tracks. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to subscribe and leave a comment and a like on this video. My name is Alessandro and this is Big Brain Guitar Channel, and see you in the next lesson.